Hey guys, CD here. It's going to be another one from the heart. Today I'm going to talk about my first time doing DMT. Sorry about the drug. The first time I had ever done DMT was about a year and a half ago. I was about 21 years old, working on 22. Um, my friend had just gotten a DMT cart from his coworker. Me and my friend had been talking a lot about wanting to do DMT, and he had brought it up, and his coworker had one, and ended up allowing us to have a trip off of it. For those that don't know what a DMT cart is, if you've ever smoked weed or smoked hash, you know how those little vials and they have the tip on it, and you can suck on it and you stick it on the mod or the vape, and then you can hit it like that. You know what I mean? It was just like that. It was a DMT cart. It was just like a hash cart. It was just like a wax cart, whatever you want to call it. And you'd screw it onto a mod and you hit it just like that. Uh, so my friend had told me not to be afraid of it. He said, hit it, get a full ass hit, fully inhale it, exhale it, and you want to go for 3 or 4 hits. Me and him had already known that we wanted to go for 3 or 4 hits. From listening to other people that do DMT, like Joe Rogan and Chris Cantelmo and all those other people. Sorry, there's a nice gentleman that stopped on a bike next to me, and I just figured I would talk to him about some of the trails we got here in Colorado. So anyways, we had already known how many hits we wanted to take, because of people like Joe Rogan and Chris Cantelmo and other people we had listened to do DMT. So I take my first hit, and the first thing I remember feeling was my lungs. It was like a tingling sensation, or as if you were to grab onto something that's vibrating, and then, consistently vibrating for a couple minutes, and then let go, how your hand still kind of feels like it's vibrating. It was a lot like that. Uh, so I take my second hit. It's a lot better of a hit, and I blow it out, and everything inside my peripheral started to change. I couldn't tell you what it started to change to, but it was just different. Um, Very minor visuals. And I remember just being like, wow, I feel insane. I feel crazy. Not in like a literal sense, but my body feels crazy. My body feels insane. I just in general feel insane. Um, and so I take the third hit, and I can't remember if I took a fourth or not, but I took the third hit, got a nice good hit on it, fully inhaled, fully exhaled, and I was done with it. I remember looking at it and having a hard time setting it down. But once I got it down, it was almost like it was in slow motion. But once I got it down, I was like, okay, I'm good. So I kind of leaned forward. I'm sitting in my chair like this, not with my knee so high, but I'm sitting in my chair like this, and I'm just breathing through it. And my stomach is hurting, by the way, in case I didn't say this. I don't know if this happens to everybody, but mine and my friend's first time ever doing it, our stomachs hurt pretty bad the first time doing it. But it wasn't something that was necessarily in the forefront of my mind. It was just like, damn, my stomach hurts, but this is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? So anyways, I lean forward, I'm focusing on my breathing, and everything inside of my peripheral, it has definitely changed on the very outside of my peripheral. On the inside, I'm seeing lines and stuff come across my vision. I'm seeing all the lights have definitely shifted color. The lighting in the room, rather, had shifted color. I'd say almost to like a light blue. It just had a light blue hue over it. Um, and I was seeing a bunch of lines. And I remember looking at my hands, and I already, like, I guess I got wrinkly hands, but there's a fly in here. But I was looking at my hands, and my hands were just completely covered in lines. But to me, they looked like they were just extremely wrinkly. And so I'm sitting here looking at my hands, and I'm like, oh my god, my hands are so wrinkly. oh my god, this is so intense. And I'm just doing this, like, I did this like 2 or 3 times, and my friends like trying not to laugh at me. It was actually really funny. And I remember looking down at the carpet, and I couldn't tell you even remotely what the pattern was, but there is get out of here, fly. There was a general pattern that was repeating all over the carpet. The entire carpet just had a repeating pattern that was moving ever so slightly, and it was all over it. And I remember looking at that, being like, wow, that's crazy. And looking back on my hands, being like, wow, why are my hands so wrinkly? This is crazy. And I'm breathing heavy throughout this entire time. And my friend's trying not to laugh at me. But he was actually really respectful the entire time. He stayed quiet. He let me go through the trip and all that. And I think that was mostly it, to be honest with you. I came out of it. You slowly come out of it. It's a little bit more dramatic than what people really make it out to be. When you come out of DMT, you're out of the extremely heavy visuals, but your body still feels pretty influenced by DMT. So although all the craziness has stopped, so you feel out of it, your body is definitely not out of it. Your mind definitely is not fully out of it. It's just more or less you're not getting any visuals anymore. And I remember when I came out of it, it was very dramatic, or very obvious that I was no longer getting visuals. It was just like you're getting stuff, and then now you're not. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm just kind of ranting. I haven't talked about this trip in forever. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video. I hope I did a pretty detailed version of this. If you guys want to see more, if you want to hear more about this trip, hear about other trips, please let me know. I would love to hear back from you guys. Until then, I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you.